English Listening. How to make a smoothie. An easy guide for beginners. Hi, welcome. My name is not important, but my job is important. I am a home cook. I make food every day. Today I want to help you. I want to teach you how to make a smoothie. A smoothie is a cold drink. It is made from fruit. Some smoothies have vegetables too. A smoothie is thick, not thin like juice. Many people drink smoothies for breakfast. Some people drink smoothies after sport. It is easy to make, and it is healthy too. Let's start from the very beginning, and I will walk with you step by step, but I will talk to you like a friend, not like a robot. Are you ready? Let's go into the kitchen. Before you start, get ready. First, before you touch any fruit, you need to think about your kitchen. Is your kitchen clean? This is important. A clean kitchen means clean food. Clean your counter. The counter is the flat table in your kitchen where you cut food. Use a cloth and some water. Wipe the counter well. Next, wash your hands. Use soap and warm water. Wash for 20 seconds. This is a small step, but many beginners forget it. Dirty hands can put bad germs. Germs are tiny things you cannot see, but they can make you sick into your food. So please, always wash your hands first. Now, look at your tools. You need a blender. A blender is a machine. It has sharp blades inside. It mixes food and makes it smooth. If you do not have a blender, you can use a food processor, but a blender is better for drinks. Check your blender. Is it clean? Is the plug working? Plug it in and press the button for 1 second just to check the motor works. If nothing happens, check the power outlet, that's the wall socket where you plug in machines. A common mistake here is people forget to check the blender before they start. Then they cut all their fruit and the blender does not turn on. That is very frustrating. So check first. You also need a cutting board and a sharp knife. A cutting board is a flat board, usually wood or plastic, where you cut food safely. Never cut food directly on the counter. You can scratch the counter, and it is not clean. Choosing your fruit. Now, let's talk about fruit. This is the fun part. For a beginner smoothie, I recommend simple fruit. Good choices are banana, strawberry, mango, and blueberry. These fruits are sweet and soft. Soft fruit blends easily. Here is an important tip. Use ripe fruit. Ripe means the fruit is ready to eat. It is soft and sweet, not hard and sour. A ripe banana has small brown spots on the yellow skin. This is normal. Do not throw away a banana with brown spots. In fact, a spotty banana is perfect for a smoothie because it is very sweet. A common mistake beginners make is using fruit that is too hard, like a green, unripe banana. Hard fruit does not blend well. It can hurt your blender motor, and your smoothie will be lumpy. Lumpy means it has small, hard pieces, not smooth. You can use fresh fruit or frozen fruit. Frozen fruit is fruit that was put in the freezer. Frozen fruit is actually wonderful for smoothies. It makes your smoothie cold and thick, like a milkshake, without adding ice. Many experienced cooks like me always keep a bag of frozen fruit in the freezer, just for smoothies. It is also cheaper, and it does not go bad quickly. For your first smoothie, I suggest this: 1 ripe banana, 1 cup of frozen strawberries. This is a classic, simple, and delicious combination. Adding liquid. A smoothie needs liquid. Without liquid, the blender cannot mix the fruit. The blades will just spin, and the fruit will stay in one big lump at the bottom. Good liquid choices are milk, water, orange juice, or plant milk like almond milk or oat milk. For a beginner, I recommend regular milk or water. Milk makes the smoothie creamy. Water is lighter and has fewer calories. Here is a warning. Do not add too much liquid at first. This is a very common mistake. If you add too much liquid, your smoothie becomes too thin, like soup. It is easy to add more liquid later, but it is hard to make a thin smoothie thick again. So start small. Add about 1 cup of liquid at the beginning. You can always add more. Putting it all in the blender. Now here is where people often make a mistake with the order of ingredients. Many beginners put the fruit in first, then the liquid on top. But experienced cooks do it the other way. Liquid first, then fruit on top. Why? Because liquid at the bottom helps the blades move freely. It creates a small whirlpool. A whirlpool is a spinning circle of liquid that pulls the fruit down into the blades. If you put hard, frozen fruit at the bottom first, it can sit right on top of the blades and not move at all. Then your blender struggles, and sometimes the motor gets hot or even breaks. So the correct order is liquid first, then soft fruit, then frozen or hard fruit on top. For our simple smoothie, that means milk or water first, then the banana pieces, then the frozen strawberries on top. Before you add the banana, peel it. Peel means remove the yellow skin and cut it into small pieces with your knife on the cutting board. Small pieces blend faster and easier than one whole banana. This is another tip. Always cut your fruit into smaller pieces before blending, even soft fruit like banana. It saves time and protects your blender. Blending, turning on the machine. Now, close the lid of the blender tightly. This is very important. The lid is the top cover. If the lid is not tight, liquid can splash out everywhere when the blender is running. I have seen this mistake many times. A beginner turns on the blender and suddenly there is smoothie on the ceiling, on the wall, everywhere. It is funny later, but not funny when you are cleaning it up. Hold the lid down with one hand, just to be safe, especially the first few times. Start the blender on a low speed. Many blenders have different speed settings, low, medium, and high. Starting on low speed helps break up the big pieces first. After about 10 seconds, you can move to a higher speed for a smoother result. Blend for about 30 to 60 seconds. Watch the smoothie through the blender container. At first, it will look chunky. Chunky means it has big pieces. Slowly, it will become smooth and creamy. When you do not see any big pieces, and the color is even all over, your smoothie is ready. If the blender is struggling, you hear the motor making a strange, strained sound, and the fruit is not moving, turn off the blender. Do not keep pushing it. Instead, open the lid carefully and use a spoon or spatula to push the fruit down toward the blades. Then close the lid and try again. Never put your hand or a spoon into the blender while it is running. The blades are very sharp, and this is dangerous. Checking the texture. Texture means how the smoothie feels. Is it thick, thin, smooth, or lumpy? After blending, stop the machine and check the texture. Open the lid carefully. If your smoothie is too thick, like a paste, add a little more liquid, maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons, and blend again for 10 more seconds. If your smoothie is too thin, like water, add more frozen fruit or a few ice cubes, and blend again. This is the beauty of making your own smoothie. You can adjust it. Do not worry if it is not perfect the first time. Even experienced cooks adjust their smoothies every single time, because fruit is never exactly the same size or sweetness. Tasting and adjusting flavor. Before you pour your smoothie into a glass, taste it. Use a clean spoon. This step is easy to forget, but it is important because taste is personal. Is it sweet enough for you? If not, you can add a small amount of honey or a spoonful of sugar and blend again briefly. Is it too sweet? Next time, use less sweet fruit. Or add a squeeze of lemon juice to balance the flavor. Some people like to add extra things to their smoothie, like a spoonful of yogurt for creaminess, a spoonful of peanut butter for protein, or a handful of spinach for extra vitamins. Do not worry, spinach in a smoothie does not taste like vegetables when it is mixed with sweet fruit like banana and strawberry. This is a great tip for beginners who want a healthier smoothie without a strange taste. Just add a small handful, no more, especially the first time. Pouring and serving. Now, the exciting part, pouring your smoothie. Turn off the blender completely first and unplug it if you can, just to be safe. Then remove the lid. Pour the smoothie slowly into a glass. If your smoothie is very thick, you might need a spoon to help push it out of the blender container. A nice tip from experienced cooks: pour slowly and hold the glass at a slight angle. This helps prevent air bubbles and spilling. You can drink your smoothie right away with a straw, or with a spoon if it is very thick. Smoothies taste best when they are fresh and cold. If you wait too long, the fruit can start to separate, and the texture becomes less pleasant. Some fruit, like banana, can also turn a little brown after sitting for a while. This is natural, but it looks less appetizing, so try to drink your smoothie soon after making it. Cleaning up. This last part is often forgotten, but it is truly important, so please listen carefully. After you finish, clean your blender right away. Do not wait until later, because dried smoothie is very hard to clean. The sugar and fruit stick to the container like glue. Here is an easy trick that professional cooks use. Fill the blender with warm water and 1 drop of soap. Put the lid back on and blend for 10 seconds. This cleans the blades safely without you touching them with your hands. Remember, the blades are very sharp, even when the machine is off. Then pour out the soapy water, rinse the container with clean water, and let it dry. Wash your cutting board and knife too, and wipe down your counter one more time. A clean kitchen at the end means a happy cook, and it is ready for your next smoothie tomorrow. That's all for today. Making a smoothie is simple once you understand these small steps. Soon, you will not even need to think about it. It will feel natural, just like it does for me. Enjoy your smoothie.